let's look at this about the Star Wars Battlefront collection, which I was looking forward to a lot, and Ace even bought it for me, and when we learned that it is region locked, and we can't even play together, and I think as of right now, it still is at, let's see, yep, overwhelmingly negative with 19%, and, but, the one ray of hope is they did release a patch fixing some stuff. We'll see how it goes. I don't think this fixed everything, but at least something. At least they are working on it. You know. Let's see what Eggman has to say about that.
All of this falling apart like this is on you. Wow! We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. We had
another command post for the Republic.
We had everything we needed. It all ran like clockwork. It was perfect. But no,
We
you
had it
just
all.
had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego. You just had to be the man. If you'd done your job, known your place, we'd all be fine right now.
Ooh.
What's up, everybody? This is ACT7567 here, and today, the Battlefront collection is a catastrophe. How bad is it, Act-Man? It's so bad, modders are posting bug fixes to Reddit with the actual lines of missing code. Hire this guy, Aspire! Hire this guy! What I remember about the release of the Battlefront collection
There's complete lines missing. Great.
is how broken it was. Also, I'm sorry in advance for this right here.
What do I look like, a fucking botanist?
I'm in the middle of recording a Gears of War review, so please just deal with it for this video and that video.
Look
the
good,
Battlefront
man.
collection gives the GTA Trilogy Remaster a run for its money in terms of sheer awfulness and disrespect to the source material.
Oh yeah, the
Battlefront 1 and
great
2
rubber
were
bending.
like childhood-defining games for a lot of people. You see all these videos on YouTube from people who played these games back in the day. It's like one of the great equalizers for millennials and people of my generation.
This
There's a
game
lot
was
of
the
reverence,
greatest.
nostalgia, love.
I played this game so much as a kid on PS2, but Star Wars Battlefront 2. I always wanted the first one because I only got to play that on Xbox at a friend's house from school. So I never had the first one, but I had the second one, and I would say the second one is better in the overall gameplay, story, and stuff. But the first one had the simultaneous you had ground combat and aerial combat at the same time, plus tanks and vehicles. You had like all three things in one map always. I always thought that was very cool. In Star Wars Battlefront 2, you only have infantry and vehicles, but no more aircraft during the matches. I always thought that is not as good as the first one, but everything else was better.
An appreciation for them. And like most people, I was excited at the prospect of being able to watch those wrist rockets, take out that super, and have that happen just like the simulations. Steam already has a version of these two games, but they're more or less ports. And I thought, given the phrase Battlefront Collection, this would be sort of a remaster, retouching. I thought it was cool they were going to put some maps from BF1 into BF2 and let you play heroes versus villains on any of the other maps, not just Mos Eisley.
Yep.
The graphics were going to be polished up a bit. I mean, how hard could it be?
Very hard.
What?
Why would a quick match put you into a password?
Password for what? Why is it asking me for a password? I don't fucking know. Can I play the game? You know, I thought this would be a great opportunity for Aspire, the developers behind this remake, to be able to revive these old games, if for a time, and let people relive the nostalgia with their buddies in a way that was authentic. Yeah. But it looks like there's been a change of plans. Instead of Battlefront fans being treated to a bit of fan service, this collection is a shameless money-grubbing exploit of said fan base. This is nothing more than a cold-blooded attempt to exploit people's nostalgia, which is the most disrespectful thing you could do with a game like this. Pandemic must have been built on an Indian burial ground when they developed these games, because the Battlefront series is cursed.
It is.
Continues to be.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, the Battlefront 3 rabbit hole goes so deep. There was a point where even trailers of Battlefront 3 showed up. Like entire gameplay parts were uploaded. But it never happened. It was always, oh no, but now and next year. Oh, next year. Oh, next year. Oh, it will not happen. Oh, in 2 years. Oh, here's gameplay. Here's a prototype. EA.
Third game was canceled twice. The 2015 version had 10% of the content people expected. Battlefront 2 EA Edition had the infamous loot box fiasco.
That was
when
awful.
the game was really hitting its stride, they cut support to focus on Shitfield 2042. And now this.
Oh, they already
Why
cut
is
the
it so
support
hard?
grade.
Honestly, why is Battlefront such an impossible concept to get right? It's a fucking match made in heaven. This is the premier Star Wars first-person shooter series, and we're at a point where they can't even re-release a
And third
20-year-old
person.
game without
Don't forget
breaking
that.
Yo, what's Anakin?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Get him,
I
dog.
can't.
No, Obi!
Oh no, I got force lagged.
Boss lag. Yeah.
Force seizure.
Oh my, what is happening?
Now, just to be clear, I'm talking about the Steam version of this game, so maybe your experience on other platforms has been different.
Yeah, I
but this
wonder
has
how
been
the
my
console versions are.
For starters, the collection
Because on PC you could always play online. They brought it back a few years ago. But the console versions never. Like the Xbox versions never had the online support anymore. So this collection was especially important for like console players because that's the only way they can play online again. On PC you can play the old games. That works. Even with mods.
is a whopping 62 gigabyte install.
Oh my goodness!
The
I don't know
original
how that
two
happened.
games total just 12 gigabytes on Steam. Obvious question, where the hell did the other 50 gigabytes come from? Why don't you
Uncompromised
force compress
files.
this shit so it doesn't take a meaty chomp out of my hard drive?
Is it possible to learn this power?
No.
Not from a spire. Oh, I know where the extra gigabytes came from. The distorted Lego graphics.
Oh,
on
cool.
top.
That looks good.
Just like the shitulations. Secondly, the collection is
Yeah, if the simulations had like computer cancer.
$35, which is more than all 4 Battlefront games combined.
Okay, that's
It's a
fucked.
somewhat reasonable price, I suppose, if it was up to snuff, but you didn't do anything to make it worth it. Certainly didn't help that the team at Aspire also used footage from a Battlefront 2 mod in their promotional trailer. They just took
No
some
way.
guy's work that they didn't know or talk to or credit and just put that in their trailer. What? There's a mod that converts Ventress to PC. She was a DLC character for the Xbox and PS2 versions. And the guy who made it noticed some subtle details in the lightsaber hill and realized his work had been taken without credit. This is what Aspire said. When capturing placeholder footage for our announcement last fall, we mistakenly included content that is not in the
Oh my,
product,
wow,
and that
how?
mistake made-
No, mistakenly included content that is not in the product. How? Nah, but that is not mistakenly. You cannot mistakenly include something you don't have. You would have to go out of your way, download the pictures, download the mod, download whatever, and make the footage and... nah, oh my god. This makes me mad already. This makes me mad.
it into the final cut. Nobody noticed placeholder footage for the trailer you showed
Mistakenly,
during
my
the Nintendo
ass.
Direct? How? What are you, some kind of goddamn moron? It's a 50-second video. Nobody bothered to put a marker in the editing software and say, hey, swap this out. It's fucking easy.
What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy?
I mean, this isn't a huge
True.
deal, but this kind of screw up illustrates how little effort and consideration was put into the project.
Yeah, that is
I
not a
might as
good
well
look.
mention that the other DLC character, Kit Fisto, who I was excited to try out, is totally broken, or maybe he's just mastered the force rubber band technique.
That's
Look
a
at
that's
this
a powerful
garbage.
one.
He
The
just-
old Jedi Knights forbid that. They wanted to make Anakin Skywalker use it, but the stunt director said it's too dangerous on the original on the actor. He would have died if he tried that. His heart would have been exploding if he rubber bands for 3 seconds.
glitches all over the place. For reference, this is what the move is supposed to look like. I don't even know
pretty
if
cool.
Aspire knew what game they were even working on. They launched this with 3 dedicated servers. 3. For a grand total population count of 192. This isn't like Helldivers, where the game exploded in popularity and the developers didn't anticipate over 400,000 people logging in at once. Aspire didn't even anticipate 200.
You want to explain yourself? What are you doing? Making a mistake. Making a mistake.
Making mistakes, man.
On in your mind?
Hero Assault was bugged for the light side, which couldn't respawn.
Can't respawn?
Meaning that if you got into a match, it was just broken. Sometimes you get into a lobby that never loads. Great. Fantastic.
But I've been playing
Occasionally
the
when I
buggy
hop into
online game.
dedicated servers, I'm greeted with the message, contacting host. What do you mean contacting host? It's you. This is the dedicated server. If you were unlucky enough to get into a match, the disappointment only got worse. Matches with 64 players had 100 tickets, meaning each player gets 1 to 2 deaths and the game is over.
Yep.
Matches literally lasted 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes were an unplayable lag fest of shitty hit registration.
Where are we going?
netcode, Rubber banding, teleportation,
That is like Battlefront, no, not Battlefront, what was it called again?
lag. It just
Battlefield 2042 or something? Where you could drive up the walls and drive up houses. Same thing.
Netcode, rubber banding, teleportation, lag. It just, I mean, just look at it. Hit registration is unacceptable. Half of my shots will hit, but do no damage. The
What?
other half will hit, but it takes 2 full seconds to register. A lot of times there'd just be 5 guys in a room at point blank range, just unable to kill each other. As the old saying goes, watch those wrist rockets, because if they hit you directly, it's an instant kill. Not in the Battlefront collection. You can just shrug them
What?
off without taking
Okay,
damage
he's got-
or even being staggered.
Oh my god, he got doubled.
Okay, yeah, he just fucking shrugged off a direct rock. You can't even watch those wrist rockets.
What, you
can't
you
even
thought I
watch
played the
wrist.
game?
This is nothing like the simulator.
No, I'm watching a
The
video.
controller is mutilated, dismembered. It is destroyed beyond any comprehension.
No, he's you.
You know aim assist?
You think I look like
It is destroyed
this
beyond
peak
any
masculine
comprehension.
man
You know aim
with a great beard? I wish I would look like Eggman.
assist?
I wish I had a beard like that. But that is, funny enough, the only part of my beard that would not become brown. It's like blonde. Everything else is brown. But that part is like blonde. So I always shorten it. It's so stupid.
Dismembered. It is destroyed
But
beyond
below
any
us-
comprehension.
Yeah, so it's
You know,
reversed.
aim
So it's a
assist?
good thing.
Well, the Battlefront collection introduces a brand new feature I like to call aim resist, because your
Aim
reticle
resist?
resists enemy players. It just magically avoids the guys you're trying to shoot, like it's magnetically opposed. I have played a lot of Battlefront 2, and I know exactly how it's supposed to feel like, even on the original Xbox, which is still clunky, choppy, and aiming's a little slow. But your aim never did this shit.
Yeah,
never did a
turn off
fucking
aim
figure
assist.
eight. This and the bad hit
I
registration
mean,
and lag.
okay, you cannot blame someone for using aim assist. Aim assist clearly is broken in the game. Oh man, you're a gamer. I know that. Don't use aim assist. How dare you change my eyes right now?
Makes the game not worth playing at all.
I'm in
Try
the middle
playing
of
as
a
Deddonekku,
reaction.
Can't roll into a ball. Don't know why.
Oh,
Guess I'll just
with that version, with the first Battlefront, I couldn't even roll. I couldn't crouch. I could only prone, but nothing else.
die. I've heard that Aspire released the wrong version of the game and then quickly swapped it out, which explains why some of these issues are fixed or slightly better and the game is more stable.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
an up.
how does
There
it-
was a pretty big update. That is, I am coping hard. Like I want this version of this game to be good. I want it. I don't want to believe that it's a scam. I am already leaning towards scam, but or like I would not even say scam. If it would be a scam, they wouldn't even patch it. They would just ditch and go. I just think it's incompetence and mismanagement to the highest degree. I think they just got the license and didn't know what to do. I think they just completely overwhelmed themselves with the amount of work they would have to put in. With the Tomb Raider thing, as far as I know, they had the original or like no, not publisher, but the mod creators, like the big mod creators for the old Tomb Raider games on the team to help. So that's why the Tomb Raider collection is very good. But they didn't have this here, and I think they just completely missed everywhere. I don't even think it's like malicious, it's just they fucked up on every part. And I still hope that they just uploaded the wrong version to Steam and they will do like a, oh, oopsie guys, we did an hee-hee, you know, a haha. And there will be a new download and everything works. I'm coping, man.
That happened. A lot of these issues were fixed or improved, but it is still important to take note of them because it shouldn't have been this way at all. It shows you how rushed the game. This is just pure negligence, a complete disregard for any standard of quality.
Yep.
Let's talk about the graphics.
Hard agree.
Now, you can't see it in the footage on screen.
Oh, yeah.
But while playing, I was getting some of the most god-awful screen tearing. Oh, that's all right. I'll just turn on VSync
and game crashed.
What happened? Where's the fucking game? Well, there's no game here. What happened? Did the programmers pass out?
Game crashes way more often than it should. You try to search for specific game types, it crashes. Now, most of the environments do look a lot better. More detailed and crisp. This is pretty much the only praise you can give the collection. It looks how you think it did back in the day.
Yeah, it looks better. I mean, I wasn't expecting any like major updates to the graphic anyways. And I might be a little bit weird here. If there's like a remake, a port or whatever, I don't really want them to change all that much. What I wanted, especially out of this version, is just give the old game, make it running natively on PC, not just that old clunky port that you had to mod and make it not crash all the time. Just make it native to PC, scale up the graphics and shit, make it work online, include the extra content from over the years. That's it. I don't want more. I don't need like stunning new graphics. I like the old game. I like how old games look. Because to me, they are not old games. They are games I played when they came out. I played them when they were new games. So I like this style of the PS2 Xbox generation. I really like how the games looked back then. I don't need the hyper-realistic shit. I don't like that. I barely play these hyper-realistic games. Classics, yeah.
Buy the original Battlefront 2 on Steam and just install a bunch of free mods to make it look better than this shitload of fuck. Oh, but it gets better. It gets better.
And that's what I don't want to do.
Also made the bold creative decision.
I don't want to do mods all the time.
To remove half of the cutscenes from Battlefront 2's campaign.
What?
Half of the game's story is just gone. So people playing this saying, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the single player. You're not even getting the full single player. There's supposed to be a cutscene before and after every mission, but none of the post-mission cutscenes play. You're paying $35 for half of—
I guarantee you it's licensing shit. They don't have the license to the video footage of— But no, that doesn't make sense, because they still have the opening menu, the start menu videos playing in the background, which look like shit, by the way. They have like 240p. There's like 360 pixel fucking old YouTube 2008 videos. That's how they look.
The narrative. This is embarrassing.
What kind of a man are you? You're worthless and weak.
Yeah.
You do nothing. You are nothing.
Remember that amazing line after the Felucia mission?
When the 501st was finally rotated out of Felucia, Ayla Sakura made a point of seeing us off personally, calling us the bravest soldiers she had ever seen. It's a good thing we were wearing helmets, because none of us could bear to look her in the eye.
Gone. Nope. Nope.
That line is so fucking cool. And when you know what will happen later on, you know why. That line is way too deep and way too good to be in a stupid Star Wars game. It's like the Pokemon Mewtwo speech about life and what it's like to It's about what you do with the gift of life and not who you are or whatever. It's on the same level.
No context, no transition from mission to mission. This is shovelware. This is a shameless cash grab. And it's like, you only announced this like 3 weeks ago. Why release it like this? What was the rush? You know what it is? It's the end of the first quarter of 2024. That's why release it. At least the Spire bothered to include an epilepsy warning, because every time you die, you are treated to this visual spectacle.
Yeah.
For some reason, they also swapped out iconic sound effects, like when you complete an objective. Or when you load into a match in Battlefront 1.
I'm honest, I never noticed that sound. Is that only on the Xbox version? I cannot remember that sound at all. And I played that game a lot. This, however, with do 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 pop do 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 boop 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 pop. I remember that.
The game audio and sound design is disorienting. Got me feeling like Mr. Krabs at the Pretty Patty stand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hear blaster fire behind you, then you look over there and there's nothing there. Other times it gets real quiet, or the music just cuts out, or you might hear these earth-shattering explosive sounds.
Bro! That was a real bomb.
What just happened?
Sensitivity on controller and playing with mouse.
I had the same problem. In my little bit of time that I played the game, I had a similar problem where if I shoot, some of the shots don't have sound. I see the visual of the shot, I don't hear the sound of the shot.
Keyboard is painfully slow. Increasing it seems to have little or no effect. So just like
don't know.
you just have to deal with
But
it.
looks
There's also
pretty
no option
obvious.
for inverted controls. This again was a quality of life feature from the 2005 OG Xbox version.
Yeah, I only
How
played
about
with
some
keyboard, I don't know.
They could have made.
But yeah, I saw that they don't have any inverted controls.
You know, stuff that would have really gotten people like me excited. We still have never had, to my knowledge, an official online version of Galactic Conquest.
That would have
But
been
thank
so
goodness we
cool.
avoided taking
A
advantage
co-op
of
version of
golden
that would be
opportunity.
awesome.
Who would have wanted to coordinate massive...
You can play it split screen. Right? I think you can play that mode split screen. I would kill somebody. Not a human, or a carrot or something. To play that game online with friends. That would be amazing. Also, region lock! I don't think he will bring it up. He might not have played with EU people. But the game has region locked servers.
64-player lobbies and invite people from their Discord server. You know, maybe YouTubers could fight each other and gather teams of their own fans and fucking fight
That would be
in
cool.
a 5-hour-long galactic battle. Who would want to do that? Who would want to do that? No, I would have hosted lobbies like that. I would have streamed it. That would have been awesome. Would have also been nice to have had like Steam Workshop support, or maybe worked with some modders to like add more content to the game. New
Workshop
stuff,
would
new
have been
maps,
cool.
heroes. Split screen only allows 2 people instead of 4. I know split screen ain't as big of a deal these days, but it's like, come on.
But also
dude.
split screen only works with
Can you
controller.
get one thing right, just one.
That's the next thing, funny thing. It only works with controllers. You cannot play controller and keyboard. You need 2 controller. On PC at least. It's weird. Why can I not play with keyboard and someone is sitting next to me with a controller? Not that someone ever will play split screen with me. But maybe some people will.
You're supposed to enhance the game, or at the very least make it feature complete with what it was in 2005. What's the point if you can't even bring features
It actually
from the
had 4
original?
people
It's like,
split screen?
The game's almost 20 years old, man. It's not a high...
Okay, no, nah, on PS2 you only have like 2 controller slots, and then you would need a multi-tool or whatever it was called, and that never worked for me. We never got that to work. I don't know why.
standard. Why is there no crossplay? That's a good question. What's wrong with you?
What kind of nonsense is this?
You'd think this would be a great opportunity to let everyone replay these classics and tear down the borders between platform so we can all relive the nostalgia with our friends. It's too much work, Actman. They had 3 weeks to make this. They had less time than Redfall. These games mean a lot to me, and buddies I had back in 2005 wanted to play this again. And we're not. We're not playing this again.
Can't even play that with Ace.
20-year-old game is already going to have a small enough player base. So instead of one connected large group that can keep the game alive longer, it's segmented, which is going to drastically reduce the lifespan of this game, if it even has one. I really am upset about this because I wanted to stream it and host Galactic Conquest lobbies and just like have a good time again. My nostalgia for these games was just blatantly exploited for a quick buck.
Yep.
Fuck Aspire, fuck this company, the game is dead on arrival. Like, you have to intentionally mess something up this bad. So yeah, I really am quite pissed about this. Battlefront deserves so much better. It really does. It can make so much money. But time and time again, this series gets taken out back and shot with a 12 gauge of disappointment. It should be the easiest W and a fat payout for very...
I mean, you know what it is, you know, you don't have that much time. It's like, oh, in 3 weeks it is supposed to be released? We didn't put anything in the game. Jim? Hey, Jim, stop doing cocaine, Jim, come on. We need something in the game. Yeah, do you have an idea? No, boss. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Go on the mod website and download some of these mods and put them in the game. Use that weird free online upscale program, where you can only use like coins. Put it all together. Nah, that takes time. We don't have that. We need to it needs to go out now. Yeah, today. It has to go out today. Just upload. Servers? What? Yeah, we buy servers later. We spend all our money on cocaine and hookers. We don't. it's talk. What is talk? Educate me. What is that? Is that some new shit I don't know? Is that like bath salts?
Little work. I honestly didn't expect huge sweeping updates or changes to the game.
Me neither.
Updates to the jankiness,
just
or even
working native
nice
version.
To have those things, but I never imagined it would be objectively worse. The Battlefront collection, at least on PC, should not be purchased under any circumstances. There is literally zero reason to play this. You can get the original for like $5 and just mod that.
I would Google that afterwards.
Alive if you really want to find other people online to play with.
Holy shit.
There is no reason to even pirate this. All Aspire managed to do.
Oh, that is I think one of the hardest things. Like, you not even pirate this. It's but that's also super funny if you always having an eye on the pirate Reddit r/pirated games or games pirating or whatever. Just because I think it's funny. There's some of the greatest memes in there. Every time Ubisoft brings out a new game and they have like this super new, always online, massive anti-piracy protection. These people make so many memes about how nobody wants to pirate your stupid ass shitty game anyways. You don't even have to bother, just make games like you do and nobody will pirate them because nobody wants them. Not even for free, like here, remind me, what is that game called with the pirate ships, the quadruple A game? Did anything happen to, wait, Skull and Bones, we will check on that afterwards. I wanna know.
Complete games and sell them to you for more. Eat shit. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, sadly no.
I really hope Battlefront gets some love soon.
Yeah.
I could be making so much money off of a Battlefront 3 or fucking anything.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Actman signing out. Peace.
Actman is great. Oh, wait, let me link you the stuff like. Let me do here the video. He's a great content creator. Yeah, I can understand why he's so mad. I'm more disappointed than I'm mad. I'm also very sad, kinda, because Ace bought the game for me so we could play together, and it just doesn't work. He didn't even mention the region lock. Maybe he doesn't know. It's okay. But like, playing AU and A is already a thing that is not very, I think, that common. But why is it a thing? It's annoying. Of course you will have a high ping, but you know, other games also let you play on some Russian weird server that has like a 230 ping, where some random music gets blasted all the time. I wish that would be in. I still cope. I'm still hoping that the game gets more patches and will be playable someday. Hopefully, it has to be sooner than later. To be honest, if it by the end of the month isn't in a working state, game is dead. People will forget. After 2 weeks, they will forget about this. We are already in 1 week. If they don't fix it by now, or like in the next week, it's over. At that point, nobody will care about the game anymore. It's dead. Or they would have to come back with like a No Man's Sky level of updates and content and redemption. I don't see that happening. But hey, it is what it is. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully the game will be better.